I don't see me. There we are. I got to push all the buttons. Hi. Sorry about that. That's the problem with live. First, the microphone didn't want to work, then I couldn't see myself. Anyways, hello and welcome to this week's Profit Maximizing Moment. This show is dedicated to helping business owners dramatically improve their bottom line with our weekly profit maximizing tips that you can use now. I'm your host and coach, Wayne Belisle. I'm also founder of a local CPA firm that works with business owners to help them make more money and keep more of it from the IRS. I do this with our profit coaching programs and with our tax planning system, which has saved my clients over $7.5 million. I've lost track over the last 5 or 6 years. All legally, like I say. I love my clients, but I don't want to share a jail cell with them. Today's video, last time we took a week off. Yeah, after tax season, we've missed a couple weeks. Week back, then gone, then back. Anyways, I spent some time talking about how the owner's time was the most valuable asset to the business. I want to dig a little deeper into that and how getting a real good handle on it, how you can make more money and work less. That's what we're after, okay? But first, support for today's show is brought to you from Profit Maximizing Publishing. Profit Maximizer Publishing, I can get that. Who published my book, The 90-Day Profit Reset, which shows you how to gain your independence from reduced cash flow, shrinking margins, and evaporating customer base. This book, you will find chapter after chapter, idea after idea about how to turn your business around in 90 days or less. And even if you like making a lot of money, there's a lot of good stuff in there that'll help you make more. All right. Like I said, it's very important. I want to discuss this. Now, remember what your goal is. Your goal... We're going to concentrate on something a little bit stronger. Two things today: a time audit, and then what to do once with that time you saved. What is it we're trying to do? Okay. So we talked about a time audit. Your goal in the time audit is to save enough time to be able to invest 4 hours a week into your business in a way that increases your sales and profit without killing yourself. All right. So that's kind of the goal. What we're trying to do is stop working to put out fires and find some time to actually improve your business. I don't care if you do 1 hour a day for 4 days or 4 hours on the weekend. Just imagine how different your company would be a year from now if you invested 4 hours a week for 50 weeks. I'm a nice guy. I'm going to give you 2 weeks off. Plus, the math works easier because 4 times 50 is easy. We can do that. That's 200 hours that you spent finding ways to increase sales, increase your profits, train your employees, create, improve, and document your systems. Imagine how much further ahead you would be than your competition 4, 5 years from now. Worse, what if your competition does this and you don't? Now comes the easy part. Really, finding the 4 hours. I run into this all the time where they're like, yeah, this is great stuff, Wayne. When the hell am I supposed to work on this? Well, that's why I decided to get into this in more detail. We're going to accomplish this first by doing a time audit. Start by writing down in detail everything you do for 2 weeks. Then decide how much your time is worth. If you say it's $100 an hour, $200 an hour, whatever it is, figure out what your hourly rate is. All right. Now look at your list, and you're going to do these for 4 steps. 4 or 5. Yeah, 4. Good. I looked at this just a minute ago, but I've also answered the phone. Anyways, first you're going to scratch out anything that you would not pay someone else $100 an hour to do, or whatever hourly rate you came up with. If you're doing your own bookkeeping, stop. You can hire a bookkeeper who can do a better job for less. If you're mailing out your own marketing letters, stop. A mailing company can do this much more efficiently. I found that out the hard way. 2, scratch out anything that's a one-time job. Incorporating yourself or creating a chart of accounts or in QuickBooks are 2 great examples. Let the experts do that. Why should you spend the time, waste the time, even learning how to do that? Stay in your lane. That's important. 3, scratch out anything that has no effect on the customer experience. For example, I used to take care of my own computer networking. One day it stopped working. I spent all day Friday and Saturday trying to fix it. At church on Sunday, I ran into a friend who just started a computer business, so I asked him for help. It took him a half hour to fix the problem on Monday morning. To add insult to injury, he told me it probably would have only taken 10 or 15 minutes, except he had to fix my fixes. Yeah. If I think my time is worth $100 an hour, which I think it's worth more than that, I just wasted $1,800 worth of time that could have been used to get new customers. That's the way you got to think. could have been used to get new customers or increase my profits, or both, obviously. Fourth, finally, scratch out anything that can be eliminated, delegated, or outsourced without affecting the customer's experience. If you're doing something that simply has no effect on the customer experience, stop wasting your precious time. This is hard for most entrepreneurs. We love to have total control. But do I really need to answer every question from a customer? Why can't my employees handle some of these? How about if I create an FAQ sheet, frequently asked questions, that answers the most common questions and post them on my website? Make sure employees know all these answers too. Attack every kind of non customer related problem the same way. Eliminate, delegate, outsource. I've seen business owners free up as much as 80% of their time after doing a time audit by simply refusing to do any work that wasn't related to accomplishing their most important goals. So, okay, now that you have all this free time, what should you be working on? There's a book I had, I don't even know if it's still in print, the Time Blueprint for Entrepreneurs. The author is Michelle McCullough. McCullough, in case you're not familiar with the name, states in her book, and it's a decent book to get, okay, that the manager should be spending their time on these 5 things: creating new products and services, all right, marketing their products and services, fulfilling their orders, managing their business and employees, and fifth, which many business owners don't even consider, learning, which means improving the systems and business skills, learning about new trends and technologies. All right. This is one of the best ways of explaining how an entrepreneur should be spending their time. She goes further to say that you should be spending about 75% of your time on creating, marketing, and fulfilling, about 10 to 15% of your time managing, and about 10% learning. I agree with the model, but I would say that as much as fulfilling as possible should be outsourced and delegated to free up even more time. So, look at ways. Let me give you an example. I mean, you've heard me say it before. We got rid of bookkeeping. We got rid of payroll returns. But even on personal tax returns, 80 to 90% of it is done by my staff. I'm still keeping control because I'm still reviewing everyone because I'm a control freak. And quality control issues, making sure, there's 2, 3 pairs of eyes that are looking at something to make sure we didn't miss anything. I still try to, understand you're going to make mistakes. That's the only people that aren't making mistakes aren't working. Okay. So, but try to eliminate them, try to rectify them, try to put systems in place not to repeat them. Okay. Uh, this, sorry, create and document systems on those fulfillment processes that can be done inexpensively by an employee or outsourced to a contractor. This can also be done in large parts of the marketing process. All your marketing can be done. You can't get rid of the idea generating or the fact that you're in charge of that part, but it is kind of important not to be stuck doing the work. Okay, for the longest time, I recorded these, wrote them, whatever I did, and then I did the posting. It looked amateurish. It's not my job. Okay. Finally found somebody outsourced, and everybody goes, well, I've had people, wow, you're doing a ton of marketing. How do you have time for that? Well, I do these 8 to 10 minute videos. That's it. All right. Then I outsource to a firm. If you need their number, call me. I'll be happy to make a referral, who takes these videos and spreads them across social media. They email them to my, they also create blog posts for me from these videos and other blogs I've done in the past. And they email them, they post to social media during the week, they announce these videos, they do all that behind the scenes. All right. Why? Because my time that I used to spend doing that, first of all, it didn't always happen because I got busy. But even if I did do it, my time should not be spent on that because what did I say? I'm going to repeat it again. 5 things that a business owner should be doing: creating new products and services, marketing their products and services, blah, 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 fulfilling their orders, managing their business and employees, and learning new things to be a better entrepreneur. Hey, now that I've shown you how to eliminate up to 80% of your workload, go out and dominate your niche. And if you need some help, holler at me. Be happy to coach and work with you. Love working with business owners. Hey, until next time, this is Wayne Belial saying, let's make this our most profitable year ever. Thank you very much.